All right, here we go. We're out here. Should be a fun day. So if you saw the title, it's going to be kind of a interesting kind of day. So I'm shooting a new gun. Finally got the Glock 47, hopping on the Gen 5 Glock train with a new dot. Again, hopping on the competition dots. I got a Vortex Defender XL in green, so I think that should be pretty interesting out here because it's real bright, real clear. So I'm interested to see how the contrast works. It's not zeroed, so that's not great. This is a new range. My club actually had to move out here, vacate the old range, and these bays just got built yesterday, so it should be fun. And I'm going with a new strategy. So actually, this will be the first time that I've ever looked at the stages beforehand and kind of did a little bit of prep work, tailored my dry fire. So it should be pretty cool because I think 4 of the 5 stages or 4 of the 6 stages are ripped directly from Race Gun Nationals, which are coming next weekend or maybe the weekend after. And I actually did a little bit of prep for this Classifier. This will be the 3rd time I've ever shot it, and I'm hoping to do a little bit better because last time I shot it, I ended up with a no-shoot, threw me in C class. I'm finally in B class now in carry optics, so I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm gonna try. I've been working. I try to shoot a little bit slower and really aim for the 90% alphas is where I want to be, but we'll see how it pans out. It's gonna be a fun day.
Are you ready? Stand by.
On that one. I don't know why I reloaded there.
Gun show clear. If clear, hammer down holster.
That was
Range is clear. We got 2672.
that was ugly.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Finish and load show clear. See clear. Slide forward. Hold trigger. Holster.
Range is clear. 2280.
Are you ready? Stand by. It finished. Unload. Show clear. IC clear. Hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. 1936. That was clean. Are you ready? Stand by. It finished. Unload. Show clear. IC clear. Hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. 802.
That was a good spot.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Oh, bad grip.
It finished. Unload. Show clear. IC clear. Hammer down. Holster. Range is clear.
That was bad.
863.
Are you ready? Stand by. finished. Unload, shoot clear, icy clear, hammer down, holster. 1436.
1436. All right, finished up, tore down the stages. It was a good day overall. It got very hot. As you can see, it's pretty sunny out here. The shadow's gonna kind of weird on that, but pretty good day overall. Only had 2 hiccups. I pulled a mic on the classifier stage, so I ended up with a C-class run. Not great. 1901. I think it's Hi-jinx. It's plagued me before. Apparently it continues to plague me, so I got to work on that some more. But I threw a mic on the very first stage as well. I think everything else was clean, all alphas and charlies. I didn't quite hit the 90% alphas like I wanted on everyone, but I did pretty well. Slowed down a little bit. Glock 47, it's phenomenal. It feels good. It shoots good. It's very handy gun. The green dot, kind of up in the air about. So that's an interesting one. I'm gonna have to shoot it some more and kind of feel it out. It's very apparent, even super bright. You can see it's almost cloudless skies. But I was still able to pick up the green pretty well. I don't think it's quite as good as the red, but again, time will tell on that. And the dry fire paid off. My plan going into this was shoot a little bit slower, get better hits, and for the most part, that turned out pretty good. It showed on a lot of the stages. One thing that I wanted to work on in dry fire was actually bending my knees and getting low. I know I have an issue of running stages pretty stiff legs, so I'm bouncing around a lot. But did a pretty good job of actually, breaking down my knees, getting a good stance, and doing these smooth transitions across. So I think it panned out pretty well. We'll see on the results. There's some really talented shooters out here, and it was a fun day overall. It's just very hot, so I'm gonna get some water, get some electrolytes, and get some food and go home, and we'll see. All right, made it back home. Results are in. I ended up in 11th overall, 4th in carry optics. So I'm really happy with that finish. That's my best USPSA finish of the year, and I think it worked out well. Some stuff was really great. Some stuff I still need to work on, but I'm really happy with the progress that I've made so far. And seeing these, my times are still a little bit slow, but like I said, my focus was to kind of slow down and make sure that I was accountable for my hits. I wanted all alphas and charlies. I still finished with the 2 mics, and I think both of those were mental errors. So I went back and I looked at the footage, and on the first stage, I pulled a mic on that far right target, and I was a little bit choppy going into it, so I know that I sent the first one right over the right shoulder of it, which is completely unacceptable. I shouldn't be missing like a 3-yard target like that, and I definitely shouldn't be not making up a shot on that. I should have been able to visually see it, but that's okay. That stage was a little bit wonky. My time was pretty slow on it, and the rest of my hits were pretty good, but my stage plan was a little bit goofy. I was trying to do some gamer stuff. So the Classifier 1901, like I said, has plagued me. I think this is the 3rd time that I've shot it. The first 2 times I nipped that far left no shoot just right on the perf, right below the alpha zone. And this time I think my first shot was an alpha or maybe a high charlie, and then I must have left the target too soon because I sent that second shot right over the right shoulder, and it must have been on my swing over to the other partial with the no shoot. But I'll work on it. That's, like I said, it gives me a place to start. The Classifier was the only stage that I was really far off on my percentage of alphas. I was only at 42%, which is really bad. 5 alphas, 6 charlies, and then the mic, obviously. So not good. I really need to work on that. But for most of the other stages, I mean, the lowest percentage was 78%. Everything else, 96, 80, 88%. I'm happy with that. The times will come down as I build efficiency into moving in and out of positions. I think the shooting cadence is fine. It's a little bit slow, but if I can keep the same cadence and hits, but build efficiency or speed going in and out of positions, or maybe better stage plans or whatever, I'm happy with that because that I think is going to work out better for me. I noticed that I get a higher match placement when I'm more focused on good hits versus just trying to be a raw time hero. So the speed will come, and I'll keep working that. I do need to work the in and out of positions. I could see on some of the footage that my eyes were kind of leading either to the wrong target or I was focused on the wrong thing. So I'm kind of doing like a hiccup going back and forth with the gun. But again, good stuff to work on, things that I can practice in dry fire at home. I'm really excited. I definitely want to build a little bit more confidence with the gun because I know that I can shoot this thing faster. I was super duper impressed. Those were literally the first rounds out of this. It wasn't even zeroed, which seems a little sloppy. I definitely should have at least got my gun zeroed. There's no reason not to. But if I do my job with this, with a good grip, a good presentation, this thing, when it fires, it settles right back down on the same spot. So I know I can rip much faster splits and get really good hits with this. You can see on the very last stage, I kind of just let it go. And I mean, the pairs were real tight, very, very tight. So I know that I can go faster, and I'm really looking forward to shooting that gun more. And I kind of want to do a video and talk about it because it's a different sensation than shooting the Glock 34, but I very much am liking this just with how fast it is. The gun is really, really handy. It's easy to transition. It doesn't weigh a lot. It's got, you know, a little bit of a flared magwell from the factory. The only thing I've got in it is the C&H Precision plug and a red dot. That's it. Factory trigger even, and zero issues with it. So I'm really happy with this, and I look forward to doing more with that. But thank you for taking the time to watch. If you enjoyed it, you enjoy the commentary, please let me know. I like doing this stuff a little bit more, the scores, the times. That's where I kind of find my rhythm with it, and that's where I can kind of gauge improvement or performance. So this is where I like to be. This is a passion project for me, so it's a hobby and I want to be better at it. So this is where I improve, and if you like it, let me know. If you don't, you can honestly just skip all this. I'm not going to feel bad about it. So yeah, I appreciate your time, and look forward to making some more.